'Twas the night before Christmas aboard Skylab 3. The crew's stockings were hung by the spacemen's own tree. The families were watching in mission control, and Commander Gerald Carr had some words for us all.
The men from Apollo perceived the Earth as a tiny blue island in the vast sea of space. Either way you look at it, the observation is humbling because the tenuousness of our existence
is emphasized by the need for man to get into harmony with his environment and with his fellow man.
I think we all agree that man's principal goals for the future should be to learn to live in peace and harmony with one another. To that end, I wish for all the world a most fruitful and peaceful day.
As Christmases go, that was probably one of the most unusual ever because Jerry did a 7-hour spacewalk.
I knew that he was going to be walking in space on Christmas Day, and I remember that really being the most important part of my day, more so than the festivities of Christmas.
Ed helped me get into my suit. Then, with my feet locked to the floor, I was able to help Ed get into his suit. Well, when you open the hatch and look out, it's not anything you've ever seen before, and it's not anything you can practice.
The most challenging thing is having the guts, basically, to let go.
I looked out over the edge and I said to myself, do I really want to do this?
When you get out there, a little voice comes out of the back of your mind again and says, suppose that Newton guy was just a little bit wrong.
You're traveling at 5 miles a second, and Earth is a couple of hundred miles below you. You just move your legs and you can move across continents.
You have to realize spacewalks were really considered quite dangerous. And I remember sitting in some meetings when some of the NASA management said, EVA is too dangerous. We're not going to do any planned spacewalks.
So on one of my rest periods, I had my feet locked in, so I just stopped everything I was doing and I leaned back and just looked up at the Earth with nothing between me and the Earth. And I felt like a wing walker back in the old barnstormer airplane days.
To experience that, seeing the moon from orbit and looking out across the vastness of space, I could have walked on that. It must have been mind-blowing for these scientists, astronauts, jet pilots, Dad.
I was there and I was listening. I wanted to hear him breathing in the suit. I wanted to hear that he was having that amazing experience on Christmas Day.
Jerry is part of a special club, the astronauts who've seen the Earth while being outside of the Earth. And it's both humbling and frightening and empowering. And what it communicates is how dearly we have to be good stewards for this planet that we have, because we're not going to find its like anywhere else.
That experience, I think, was a watershed moment. It changed him profoundly, politically and socially.